Few trees carry such a strange reputation as the elder. In one breath, it's the healer's friend, a source of medicine, wine, and magic. In another, it's a witch's tree, feared, cursed, and shunned. It grows in the shadows, beside cottages and crossroads, where the tame world meets the wild. It's said no other tree stands so close to the spirit world, or has watched humankind so closely. This is the story of the elder, the tree of life and death, of wisdom and warning, of the lady who dwells in its hollow heart. The elder tree, Sambucus nigra, is common across Britain and northern Europe, though it rarely grows tall. It's a shrubby, twisting tree, its trunk often hollow and gnarled, as if something has been living inside it for centuries. In early summer, it bursts into clouds of tiny white flowers, sweet-scented and humming with bees. By autumn, these blossoms give way to clusters of dark purple berries, bitter raw, but rich and deep when turned into syrup or wine. And that is her duality. She is sweet and poisonous, healing and harmful, defines the elder's nature. Her bark and unripe berries can make you sick, yet her blossoms and ripe fruit cure coughs, fevers, and the flu. To the folk healers of old, she was the forest's medicine chest, a tree of deep magic and deeper responsibility. Every elder tree was believed to house a spirit, a woman called the Elder Mother, or in Danish, Hylde Moer. She was not a gentle spirit, but a powerful one, the spirit of the hedge, the midwife, the witch, the crone. In some places, she was revered as the Lady of the Hedgerow, protector of the household and guardian of boundaries. In others, she was feared as a dangerous being, capable of cursing anyone who took from her tree without asking. Before cutting or pruning elder wood, it was customary to say,
"Lady Elhorn, give me of thy wood, and I will give thee of mine when I become a tree."
Failing to do so might invite illness, misfortune, or even the death of livestock. Elder often grows in liminal places, hedges, roadsides, graveyards, and abandoned homesteads. These are the thresholds between worlds, the living and the dead, the human and the wild, the natural and the supernatural. In folklore, any place where elder grew was thought to be under magical protection or the watch of unseen beings. At crossroads, elder trees were said to host fairies and ancestral spirits, especially on Midsummer's Eve and Samhain, when the veil between worlds thinned. The tree's hollow branches, filled with pith, were believed to be pathways for spirits, natural conduits between realms. For centuries, elder played a vital role in herbal medicine. Elderflowers were steeped in teas and tonics to treat fevers and colds. Elderberries were made into syrups and wines for immune strength. Its bark and leaves were used externally to heal wounds or drive out infections. And elderflower water was a beauty tonic for skin and eyes. In folk tradition, elder was a healer's ally, and also a sign of protection and purification. Elder leaves, hung above doorways, kept away disease-bearing spirits and lightning strikes. It's little wonder that the tree came to symbolize the wise woman, both feared and respected in every village. In the Celtic Ogham alphabet, the elder is Ruis, associated with endings, transformation, and rebirth. It marks the close of the year's cycle, the descent into winter, and the wisdom that comes from letting go. For the Druids, elder represented the crone aspect of the goddess, wisdom gained through time, death, and experience. It stood for the sacred truth that life and decay are part of one endless turning wheel. In Norse tradition, elder was sacred to Freya, the goddess of love, fertility, and witchcraft. Freya was both nurturing and formidable, much like the elder herself. Some scholars suggest that elder groves served as Freya's shrines, and offerings of milk or honey were left beneath them in thanks or supplication. Elder was also linked to the Volvas, the seeresses of Norse society, who carried staffs of sacred wood and practiced cider, a form of divinatory magic that bridged the realms of gods and spirits. As Christianity spread across Europe, the elders' associations shifted from holy to sinister. It was said that Judas hanged himself from an elder tree, and that the cross of Christ was made from its wood, though neither tale appears in Scripture. The elder thus became branded as an unholy tree, forbidden in churchyards and feared as a bringer of death. Yet the Church's condemnation likely masked an older truth, that elder was sacred to the old gods and the wise folk who honored them. Elder was a staple in folk magic rites across Europe. She has links to protection and purification. Hanging elder branches above doorways kept away evil spirits and witches, although burning elder wood, however, was forbidden, as it was said to release the elder mother's wrath. And a popular English rhyme warns,
"Elder be the lady's tree, burn it not, or cursed you'll be."
It can be used for healing and love magic. Elder flowers placed beneath a pillow brought healing dreams. Elderberries were used in charms for love and renewal, symbolizing the sweet fruit that follows decay. And witches were said to carry elderberries in their pouches to strengthen their intuition and protection. And the darker side of her is used in funerary and spirit work. Elder was associated with death rites. Its hollow branches symbolized the empty vessel through which the soul could travel to the afterlife. In rural burials, elder twigs were sometimes placed in graves to guide the spirit safely onward. The Elder Mother's Revenge from Scandinavia is an old Danish tale in which a carpenter cuts down an elder tree to make a cradle for his child. Soon after, the baby falls mysteriously ill. That night, the man dreams of a woman in green, furious, crying, "You stole my wood, and now you steal my rest." Terrified, he returns the cradle, buries the wood beneath the tree, and begs her forgiveness. By morning, the child is healed, and the elder mother is appeased, for now. In the British Isles, people avoided sleeping under an elder tree, for it was said that on certain nights the fairy queen rode out beneath its branches. To rest there was to risk being taken, spirited away into the other world. Yet those who survived such an encounter often returned with strange gifts, the sight beyond sight, or the gift of healing. The cursed fire is a Germanic folk tale in which German peasants once told that if you burned elder wood in your hearth, you would see the devil sitting on your chimney before dawn. Instead, elder wood was used for charms and instruments, never for fuel. Children made flutes and whistles from elder branches, but only after asking permission from the elder mother. To play without her blessing was to call the spirits instead of music. The elder stands as a symbol of the final stage in the life cycle, the descent into darkness before rebirth. Its white flowers bloom around Beltane, the festival of life and love, while its dark berries ripen by Lugnasad and Samhain when the year turns toward death. Thus, the elder holds the entire cycle within itself, flower and fruit, life and decay, beginning and ending. It is both cradle and coffin, and in that balance lies its sacred power. Elder holds many sayings and old proverbs. Never cut the elder down, or the lady will curse your crown. Elder blossoms heal, but elder wood harms. In life she gives, in death she guards. Where elder grows, spirits do too. These sayings show how deeply the elder's reputation was woven into everyday life, a mixture of reverence, fear, and wonder. Today, the elder remains sacred in pagan, Wiccan, and Druidic traditions. She is the Crone goddess's tree, the symbol of wisdom, endings, and protection through change. Modern practitioners use elder in ancestral offerings to connect with spirits of the dead, for banishing rituals to remove negativity, and in rebirth ceremonies to honor life's constant cycles. Elder's lesson is simple. Transformation requires surrender, and in letting go, we find renewal. And in that, she has many things to teach us still. The elder tree is the threshold, the last light before darkness, and the first spark before dawn. She reminds us that death is not the end, but a turning of the wheel, the compost that feeds new life. She heals, but she demands respect. She shelters, but she will not be tamed. To burn her wood is to summon her anger. To honor her is to receive her blessing. So if you pass an elder tree on a quiet country road, tip your head and whisper thanks to the Lady of the Hedgerow. She has seen the birth and death of empires, and still each spring she flowers again. Now is the time of year when the veil draws to its thinnest, and trees such as Lady Elder and the yew are at their most powerful. So as the nights draw in, perhaps asking for their protection and blessing may be at hand. What harm could it do? Thank you for walking again through the realm of the enchanted wood. And until next time, stay safe and stay enchanted.